So we're back on the Mana Symbol channel, playing a little bit of this Titan Archon Creativity deck. Really wild stuff. So Titan Creativity was a thing a while back. One of the draws to Titan Creativity is the fact that Titan is much more castable than most of the other things that you put in your Creativity deck. And also it gives your deck an out of just having Valakuts and making land drops with Wrenn and Six and X number of lands, etc. The funny thing about it is your deck actually ends up being more vulnerable to Blood Moon, which is less of an issue now because there's Boseiju, and usually your sideboard will respect that. So this is like kind of like a very linear type of creativity deck rather than a lot of the more controlling ones that I tend to prefer. It's a little bit more like Titan Shift. This one's actually playing Titan and Archon of Cruelty, as well as Persist, with new inclusion Bitter Reunion. So for a 2 mana, you get an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards, and then you have 1 mana, sacrifice it to give creatures you control haste until end of turn, which ends up actually being kind of nuts with creativity and or Persist. So it's our second league of playing something similar to this. If you want to check out the previous one, you can probably find that on my YouTube or my Twitch channel. I think I called it Bitter Creativity. I had a cool rules interaction a while ago. I play cat combo, the game goes on, I proceed to lock down the game, kill my opponent with cats. He then goes, let's go next game. You lose this one because I pathed your Omnath 3 turns ago, and you didn't put into exile, so you should get a game loss for cheating. Uh-huh. I wouldn't call that a rules interaction. At worst, that's a GRV on you and a really bad look for them. Yeah, I like this in the play. Turn to explore, depending on what, if I draw a land, or possibly turn to Bitter Reunion. Probably turn 2 Bitter Reunion is best. I mean, even if they're not a dick, Visha, they're just wrong. Like, they're just flagrantly wrong. Temple Garden. If I know my modern, this means rhinos. Oh my god. Well. This does not seem like a good deck to be playing in this metagame. I think we go Bitter Reunion here. Discard Archon. Good draw. I guess if I had explored, I could have creativity this turn. There's FNM and no staff at the LGS with any knowledge of the MTR. So this is not an MTR issue. This is a wait, it is an MTR. Well, MTR and IPG. It's more of an IPG issue. That's a really good draw. So let's explore. Maybe I should have done that after Boseiju so that I had a mountain untapped. I should have. Well, this could be a problem. Should I shock this Stomping Ground in? think I should. It's basically net loss of 1 life. Thought you were going to dig harder with second reunion. I probably should have. Yeah, the shocking basically costs 1. Yeah. Well, we're hoping to draw a fetch land here. If I don't, I could try to reunion into a persist. Light pause. Oof. So whenever an aura enters the battlefield under your control, if you cast it, you may search your library for an aura card with mana value less than or equal to, with a different name than each aura you control, and put it onto light pause. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should have dug harder with the second reunion. Does Hasty Titan kill them? I don't know. Woof. All right, so... we're in a bitter reunion discarding Titan, right? Because it's just by far the worst card in my hand. Casting it next turn is nowhere near good enough. Yeah. Guess I could discard the Boseiju. So I'm almost definitely picking up another land. All right. Explore can't draw me... If 10 power, you think that I'm dead? I have a dwarf token in theory. So, not actually dead, just mostly dead. So again, likely that they'll have more power, but then if I draw another fetch land, I have 2 blockers. So they don't have trample right now. Okay. And then next turn, I have Titan with haste. Which, I don't know what it does for me, but mostly dead is partially alive. Exactly. Slightly alive is the quote. Mostly dead is slightly alive. All dead, there's only one thing you can do with all dead. There's almost no way that they don't have like a Griff Spoon to grab to give their creatures flying. But, you know. Okay. Does not give flying, does not give trample. Further spoils. I like that. PM, do you one of the best MTGO salts in months? Okay. All right, we're feeding the people, Mord. Not yet. We gotta save it for the... Oh, they've got pro creatures over here? Oh, we're dead. Yeah. Okay, so... Force... Hidetsugu? Yeah. Boseiju... Tear Asunder. Okay, Bolt. Generally awful, right? Yeah. And then on the play, I'll keep my Wrenn and Sixes. Cut a Persist. I think I'd rather cut a Fable. Or a Titan, honestly. Show me an Archon an idea if they have Leyline away. We got a lot of ways to break through a Leyline. So I think I'd rather cut a Titan. Because it's also weak against Leyline. Alright, here. You drooling idiot. If I had it in my board, I would have gotten it. Obviously, I get it. Then you decided, I have no ballista, let's get nothing. Don't worry, only yourself to blame for that loss. You have 0 trophies. Get good. Because you act like you are good. Instead, you have your dad's cock. Wow, they're. Mord, you're a class act. I think they arrived broken, Mord. I think they arrived broken. Oh, that was just someone salting off Janice. Nothing to worry about. All right, keep that. An opponent. Mulled to 6. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely quite the level of salt there. That was similar to, was it Vija's or Shauna's story from a minute ago? Shauna. Oh, Janice, if you missed it, apparently not putting your card into exile for path, like putting it into your graveyard, that's a game loss. But your opponent only has to tell you when it's advantageous to them. All right, so no, it was just something someone tried to say to them was like, let's go get next game. By the way, I won that game because you put your card into the graveyard instead of the exile, and that's a violation, and that means that you lose. As if, could you imagine? Right, exactly. Like, it's at worst a GRV, right? At worst. But more likely what you do is you go, hey, could you put that in your graveyard? And they go, oh, yeah. Or can you put that in exile? And they go, oh, yeah, I can do that. Sorry about that. All right, so we're just going to Hidetsugu this and then win the game next turn, I assume. That's a warning even if the opponent wants to be a dick about it. Yeah. Like, it's a GRV at worst. The path story sounds like a kitchen table ruling for a friend you never play with again. Yeah. Ooh, Gaddock Teague. Okay. That's... Okay. So, let's explore. The Teague is loose. Ooh, I spilled my Teague. A relic from 2018. I mean, we are playing against Bogles, so, I mean... Path is playable in Modern Freak. It's a playable sideboard card. No, it's not that it's not potentially shady, Toph. It's just such a ridiculous overreach to say, like, you committed a tiny, understandable physical mistake, infraction, therefore you lose. It's like, it's none of that. Yeah, none of that is real. All right, so we're gonna Boseiju their Rancor, which kills their Daybreak Coronet, which is kind of great. And they're attacking me instead of my Wrenn and Six, which is also great. Player thinks he's Rick Sanchez. Yeah. Remember when failing to reveal for Bob equals game loss? The number one card that apparently helped them change the policy about missing things causing game losses, and especially like card draws and missing triggers in sequence, was, I think it's called Wayfarer's Spellbomb? Journeyman's Spellbomb? It's part of the Scars cycle. Is it Horizon? I think it's Horizon. No, it's Horizon Spellbomb. Yeah, it's this card. So what would happen is people would pay 2 mana and activate it, and pay the green to draw a card. What they would do is then search their library for a land, and then draw the card. Unfortunately, that's a hidden card error because of the way you sequence it, and there was a time where the penalty for that was a game loss. Oh, we can exile their Rancor now, too. You think this reunion version of creativity become the new version of creativity? I don't know. We can just exile the Gaddock? Yeah, I can. But that's not as fun, Mord. Listen. Everyone who's telling me to exile the Teague, that's definitely the play. And I'm gonna make it. But I want you to know how much cooler we could have been. Really rubbing it in, you know? Do I want to haste my Vessel of the All-Consuming? Probably. First, let's make sure this goes off. Right, but Mike, what people would do is read the card in order. So they would search first. We want to haste next turn. We want to haste next turn after our creativity. So we're not going to reunion now. Yeah, people would search first, draw second, which is the way the card's written, right? Like, there's 2 lines, and it says search for the land. Okay. Also, draw a card. So, but the problem was that part of it was the trigger and part of it was the activated ability. So, yeah. That isn't the way triggers work. I'm aware of that. Lots of people are not. Lots of people are still not aware of that. So we can Boseiju the Dryad Arbor here. Oh, this is so savage. I love it. Yes. I mean, I could also Boseiju the Rancor here, Mord, and it would be almost equally sad. Like, to be perfectly honest, right? This is slightly better for me, but... You're not tree violence. Oh, you hate to see it. Bonsai Untree. Fun fact, most people play Magic as a game and aren't that entrenched in the minutiae of the rules interactions. This is correct. Okay, so... Valakut... No, I'd rather have an untap mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd rather have the Valakut, I think. I should have gone for the untapped. Alright, whatever. They're dead no matter how you slice this. Allegedly, most of us don't know what a planeswalker is. Allegedly. You have died. So they're going to 20. We're attacking for 13, 16, and at least 2 Valakut triggers. So 21. Okay. So seeing the Gaddock Teague makes me want some of these bolts back. It really feels like I should cut the Titans. I don't know if I want to cut all of them. You know, really real win cons just crush their spirit? Yeah. So let's go down on Persists. This seems okay to me. For those who do not know the streamer and legacy podcast host, it's Julian. He has one of the best produced Magic Online streams I've ever seen, and he actually has stuff like the wasted thing, and it like puts a filter over the screen, and it puts the text in from GTA and the sound effect. It's really awesome. His stream production is unreal. I think it's the best, the highest production value stream on Magic Online players, and not close. It's crazy. He's also an evil Elves player. I mean, he's a really good Elves player. I think he also plays other stuff. Is he a floating card frame? No. It's Julian. Twitch.com/itsjulian23. That's not right. Oh, it's Julian. Okay. All right. Am I keeping this hand? No fetch land. Double Boseiju. Opponent took a mulligan. There's no piece of removal I can mull to. Wrenn and Six doesn't get to pick up anything on 2, so we'll play Boseiju on 2. This yes, enough. Yeah, Julian's production value is unreal. Yeah, it's true. I haven't seen him on for a bit, but if you can look up any of his YouTube VODs and stuff, you'll see the production on it. It's really sick. And he was doing some coverage for a legacy event recently. Some people have insane production value, but they have free song requests and dancing Zach. Most people don't. No. So pretty nice 2-land. Yeah, I'm looking at this as a 2-land hand. Banger. I think I still lead on the mine. No, because we only have 3. This is fine. Did he do the Legacy Pit 2 event? He did something recently. He's German, so you'll know his voice real quick. Thanks for the Patreon content. Super interesting to see you dance with no music. Yeah, the free YouTube stuff. Yeah, I mean, this canister have free song requests. They take channel points. Oh, Prisontron. Sorry, John. Yeah. I don't call it Petron. I've never ever called it Petron, so my brain did not catch. I thought you were just misspelling Patreon. I really did. Okay. Rancor is annoying because I can't Boseiju it. I hate sea shanties because I have no heart. These are facts. I lost my love at sea. Please go easy on me. Yeah. We'll go ahead and destroy the hyena. Right? Well, do I need to reduce the 1 damage? Is there something else that could happen post combat that is more of a problem? I think giving them the mana post combat is scary, so we'll take the extra 1 damage here to hopefully keep not atrocious tempo. Light pause. That's terrifying, but I think I should have played the Dwarven Mine on 1. I think the way I sequence this game out is going to punish me. Yeah. So I think I want to go Mountain Fable, and if I survive the next turn, then I can Creativity, which hopefully is good enough. Yeah, if I had sequenced this game properly, we would be in a really good spot. As it is, it's tenuous, let's say. Okay. Very likely to be dead here, unfortunately. I don't think you die off 2 cards. I do. It's also unfortunate that I boarded back in my lightning bolts and we don't see any of them here. So I can chump the light pause. Okay, so ditch that. Ditch that. Not good enough, right? I can go explore, stomping ground, make a dwarf, blow up all their... Okay, we're still in this. Technically. Okay. Okay. Technically alive. Okay, I think that kills me. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, we're okay. It depends on what they get with it, but might be dead here. If they get anything that gives flying or trample, we're dead. If they don't, we're alive. They got the Umbra? That's fine. Okay, we're alive. Technically alive. Is the stack clear? No. No. I will take 1. So really want to draw a fetch land here. If we draw a fetch land, we're okay. Is it going to be the new meme? I mean, it already is. We'll see if it sticks. Ah, cartouche! Well, 2 Archons is still really good. That's not a fetch. 1 Archon, and then what happens? What can I draw? Nothing? Fat nothing? Yeah. Damn. So close in so many different ways here. We're alive at 1 if they sacrifice. So, creativity, their light paws just kills the hyena umbra, so that doesn't do anything. Wrenn fetch, you have 2 blockers. Yeah. There's. Hold on. Wrenn fetch and then do the thing. Right. Yeah. Oh, I have a Dwarven Mine in here. Good. Don't even need to fetch. Bloop. But it's on top of mech mode? Yeah. I mean, they just get to attack with light paws, and I block with Archon, and then I persist and reflect, right? It's more than a chance, Mord. I think if they brick for 1 turn, we win. Straight up. Just give trample to light paws. Well, this kill again. I didn't see it, so they might not see it. But they should sacrifice the Bogle here. Yeah. Yes. We're dead. But this is the only chance we have. So if I didn't see it, they may not have seen it. So that's where we're at. Come on, baby. Stay on target. Yeah, natural gut reactions to sack the token. Apparently they're having computer problems. That's why they're taking forever on their decisions. Unlike me, where I'm having mental problems. So that makes me take forever on my decisions. Freak, if you're interested after this, we're going to play your 3rd path tempo list. All right, they sacrificed the Bogle. So we're dead. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think I should have been able to win game 1 because of how I sequenced. Was it game 1? I think it was game 1. No, it was game 2 where I managed to pull it out, but oh no, it was game 3. Game 3 was the one where I should have played the Dwarven Mine early, right? I can't remember. One of those games I should have sequenced out a Dwarven Mine earlier where it would have let me creativity earlier. I think in game 1 I also should have explored on 2 rather than Bitter Reunion. So this deck definitely has some sequencing things that I'm not used to. I definitely remember that from the Titan creativity deck. Not that it's... I don't think the Titan creativity deck was ever particularly strong. It's fine, but... At least you still win some games. My mental problem is I've lost the ability to win games of Magic with non-busted decks. Yeah, I get that. On the draw, it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to play the Iconoclast list. I think that's going to be the last league for today. Yeah, I tend to be the same board. Opponent mulls to 6, keeps their 6. That's all good, Freak. Oh, getting Rakdosed? Getting Ragavand. Bolt off the top? Alright. Turn 2, Blood Moon kills us. I mean, not literally, but close enough. Dothy. Okay. Pre-combat Dothy. Okay. I mean, I guess. Post-combat Thoughtseize? Nope. Yeah, I didn't watch too much of it today, Shauna. I was trying to, but there was just too many questions about judging and policy and stuff, so I really couldn't focus on the games at all. And I wanted to get my stream going, so... So again, played the forest on 2, and I am cutting myself off of a quick Dwarven Mine, but now I can Boseiju a Blood Moon. So choices. Might get griefed here. That's not bad considering what's in my hand. TLDR on the list. It's Titan and Creativity. It's Titan Creativity plus Archons plus Persist. They K-Calm my Wrenn and Six while picking up their Ragavan. Now they're going to cast it with Dothy. Yeah. Spike's list. It's Sultai Time Sieve. Food with the Steel Seeker. So if I explore, I can go land. Next turn, Creativity X2? Not quite. Yeah. Playing Fable here seems like it's not going to get me anywhere. So let's start with Explore. See where that takes us. Okay. Nowhere exciting. Stamping Ground. Mesa. That's turn. Okay. How does Spike win after he gets infinite turns? He attacks with small, useful, or useless creatures. Just the 2 songs, Toph. It's just the two best songs. I guess the opening song's pretty good too. Bitter Reunion. Good pickup for the opponent. All right, so I think we go Fable Dwarven Mine this turn. which likely is not going to be anywhere near good enough, but yeah, Bolt. And where's your other piece of removal? Terminate? If they have it... Okay, so they just a double bolt, so we're never getting a creativity through there. However, next turn I get double discard as long as I don't die. So looking maybe okay. So hopefully they don't hit the nuts off my deck. We can't persist anything, so that... Oh my god. I hate Ragavan so much. Just don't discard Archon. Or not, don't worry. How good is it for them to cast this Primeval Titan? I guess they should. It's a Colossal Dreadmaw. They don't have anything else going on. Nah, you need to sack 2 treasures, opponent. Yeah, there you go. Could Boseiju in combat could have stopped this? Yeah. Okay, so we discard Boseiju and Crypt, hope for a fetch land, and then we could play Wrenn and Six to kill the Ragavan. Okay. Jeez. This deck hates drawing fetch lands. We have 2 here? Goodness gracious. Is there any out here? What does Archon do for me? It makes him sack Ragavan. I guess we're alive with a single Archon, huh? We go to 6, then we go... Archon blocks here, we go to 3. But then the Dothy's tapped. They could attack with the Titan, though, and then I have to block, and then they get to Dothy the Archon. But then I'm at 3. And then I have an Archon in my graveyard or Persist. Okay, so... Nope. Just dead. That was really bad. Okay, these cards should have suicided. I don't do that. I have never done that, and I don't like. I've probably done it once or twice in my life, but it's just not it's not what I do. All right. Definitely want these cards. Probably want those cards. Nah. Yeah, 3 mines is kind of a whole... I keep playing 3 mine decks and they always feel awful to me. So I guess Explore goes out. Yeah, so the Swamp and the Forest were something I wanted to mention for you because they've both felt pretty rough. I think the Swamp and the Mountain probably should be out. Was wondering if you could have creativity with the Dothy and the Primetime. Well, then they get 2 creatures, and like unless they're both Ragavans, I lose, which I guess I could have gone for. But I think trying to draw into a fetch land was the right thing to do. Yeah, that would have put the Titan would have gone into exile there. Yeah, 9 fetches instead of 12. It seems loose. Yeah. You're the judge. Yes, I am. Feels crazy to me that I'm not bringing in Veil. These all seem more important. I wonder, Judge, when is it appropriate to do a rewind? Short answer is when rewinding the game state results in a less broken game of Magic than not rewinding. Okay. Yeah. Before you return your VHS to Blockbuster, so you don't get hit with that fee. Yeah, that was the real thing, Kaya. That is 100% a real thing. Well, I guess I'm casting Bitter Reunion. And discarding Swamp. Yeah, it would be. Same with Mord. You babies don't know. And the joy of renting a video game for the weekend and trying to beat it in that amount of time. I did that with Paper Mario. I 100% did that with Paper Mario. I guess VHS rental. Yeah. They still rented like GameCube and PS2. I think that generation still had rentals. Yeah. The swamp. No, freak, you don't get it. The swamp is there so that you have an easy choice on what to discard. It's great. The swamp is critical. Don't diss the swamp. Oh man. Probably taking creativity here. Yeah. Maybe we'll draw a payoff and a persist. Oh, they took the Wrenn? Okay. Oh, right, because they have infinite removal. Yeah, this is not a good matchup. Okay. And they know about the Veil, so they won't play into it. I am going to discard this Bloodstained Mire, but that means I'm never going to draw another fetch land, which, I accept. So, and this Ragavan's still tearing me in half, and I haven't found a bolt. Ugh, brutal. This might be the worst creativity deck I feel like I've played in a while. Our interaction has just been so not in the right place at the right time, literally ever. It might be. The previous versions of Titan creativity were better than this, so I'm trying to figure out if there's a worse one. And like the Grixis one that was that was playing, what's the card? Tainted Indulgence or whatever that other one is. That one also seemed better than this. They know I kept the Veil, right? Are they just playing this as a lightning bolt? They exiled an Archon and there was an Archon on top. Wild. Okay. They could have Malakir Rebirth or something like that. I can't play around it, can I? The other optional play is like play Wrenn and Six, pick up a fetch land, have a dwarf to block Ragavan. They likely have removal, so I don't think that's a reasonable play. I went to my local Modern monthly last weekend hoping to play Velomachus Creativity. I found out that before there was an actual RCQ, so I played Archons instead. Womp womp. But you can always find a place to play Velo. You'll find a place. So they're going to have Dash Ragavan, right? Oh. Okay. Things might be going okay for the home team. So let's Bitter Reunion this Archon. I guess I'm reasonably close to casting it. I don't need to cast anything here, but I think not casting the Reunion is probably loose. I'm definitely not discarding the Creativity. Yeah, the Archon's too far away. Let's discard it. Try to pick up some other useful stuff. We only draw Reunions in like fives. Okay. We do have another Stomping Ground in the deck, so that's live. So definitely not going to Creativity until they commit some amount of mana. Grixis with Crably and Chardacourse. Interesting. They sacked both their treasures for the Spyro. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's a choice. Okay, so we have Creativity X2, and they can't stop me. Okay. Hey there, I am Hawkfrost. How's crimes? And then we haste our creature multiple times. There's the fourth Reunion. Which I won't be playing. Also, if they have Fatal Push, we blow them out even harder, right? Bolt in response. Okay. That's fine. Bloop. Nice. So, Valakut and Valakut. I guess Valakut Mountain means I get to shoot down one of these and then attack and shoot down the other two. That's probably the best play, right? Yeah, I think so. I'd like to pay 2 life. No. You realize that as per the comprehensive rules, multiple redundancies of haste on the same creature are redundant. I do. Valakut Mountain, Valakut, then Valakut Mountain shuts down all three. Oh, I didn't realize I had a third Valakut. That's on me. I don't know why the number in my head is exactly 3 always. I guess I'll fix it next turn by fetching double Valakut and then playing a land after combat. But it was definitely a punt. Always do what Tunneling Cat says, never do what I say. Wait, no, I can go Valakut Mountain here, right? Yeah, okay. No. Yeah, okay. Always do what Tunneling Cat says, never do what I say. I'm bad with decks that I don't play. Always bad with decks I don't play. So bad, though. All right, terminate. They did freak. They played into a Veil of Summer that was known information, and apparently you're not. You're not. Maybe you're just a great backseat gamer. I definitely admit that it's like very different when watching people's streams, and I try not to comment on it too much. And like I'm seeing they're making obvious misplays that I feel like they wouldn't make if either they weren't streaming or they'd played the deck like one time before. Okay, on the draw. Lock it in. Streaming hard, yo. Streaming do be hard. It's easy to play decks that you know well. And even then you make mistakes sometimes, but at least like I would say like 90% of the decisions are on autopilot. We finally have an answer for turn 1 Ragavan, which means we're going to get scammed, but that's okay. We're going to keep this. Opponent kept their 7. Yeah, my problem, Freak, is I never autopilot like when I'm playing a new deck. But what I'll do is I'll think things through, then overthink things through, and then punt. Like pretty much every time. Very consistent. Oh. Oh, no. Well, if it has the counter, I'm in trouble. It does have the counter. Okay. This is very scary. So we play Wrenn and Six on 2. If it sticks, yeah, then yeah. We get to kill this. But I'll be at 3. So they can also just attack the Wrenn and Six, but that lets me put out a Fable, and then that lets me put out possibly the win. Who goes out on Mondays? Who goes out on Mondays? They are missing their red. Where's Mog War Marshal? He's in the wrong deck, Mord. But I'm happy you're playing all the beautiful goblins. Oh. Yeah. So now we have to top deck the Bolt, and we're still dead. Oh, they didn't have a persist effect. Okay. So we can top deck the Bolt. Oh, they took the Fable. Did they not? What? Nope. Nope. Apparently they don't got shit. They have another persist effect. That's what they have. But the draw of anger actually beats them. Yeah. Yep. That's really funny. Oh, I don't have another mountain. I don't need another mountain. Okay, good. Good. Red 1. Anger. Yeah, I've got a forest. Forest is good enough here. Here's where they play one of the black cards from Limited that gives the creature indestructible. For those who did not play computer games in the 90s, you have no idea how hype this song and the accompanying cinematic from Red Alert 1 was at the time. It was the hypest thing in the world. Red Alert had quite possibly the best opening cinematic of the 90s, and it was so bad. Oh, they found red. And we didn't die. Wild. Space! Yeah. That was Red Alert 2. Okay. Proving Ground this turn means we can draw into a creativity next turn. I think it's might be Valakut. Because that lets me cycle. If I draw a Bitter Reunion, we go Reunion, Persist, Haste. All right. And this also gives us Proving Ground to cycle at the end of their turn if... Is the stack empty? It probably should be exclamation point empty. Fuck. No, we don't have one more, and I'm just saying if we want to make one. All right, we did. Close one. Close one. And we were going to get there. There we go. Yeah, Chalice is probably back to being great again. Looks like the metagame is a lot of the one drop stuff. All right, I'll keep this. It's not great, but we're on the play. Oh, we're against Kahira? Okay. Way better against Kahira. No, Shadowless. I think I'm playing Freak You Nasty's bitter or third path Iconoclast deck. Thoughts on Brotherhood and in the format? It's not very good. It's not bad. It's fine. Yeah, and Anger came up. Yeah. I don't think that I don't think Brotherhood's End is particularly good. I don't think it's particularly bad. I think it's very medium. It's not good enough against Hammer, and it's not good enough against Dredge. It's in a very medium middle place. So I don't recommend playing it, but it's not a bad card. Okay, this is 4-color blue-white, huh? Okay, so Valakuts should be really good here. Yeah, it's Brotherhood's End is fine. It's just not particularly good at anything. You think End is just good enough against Hammer? My instinct would be that it's definitely not. But I can be wrong. Yeah, that's the biggest problem, is that it doesn't kill the aids or the paladins if you're killing the artifacts. And then if you're killing the creatures, then like there's Inkmoth Nexuses, it's just opponent? I mean, thanks, I guess. So I'm not going to discard the Archon this turn to incentivize them to tap out. Discard the Foothills. Unfortunately, the way that turn sequenced out, because I played the Explorer that got me the Archon, right? Nice. Yeah, it's fine, Shauna. It just matters if it like fits well into your overall sideboarding strategy or not. That's the real question. Is like Brotherhood's End, does it fit well overall with the whole package of sideboard cards you're playing? Okay. Bloodstained Mire, go. Oh. Yeah, let's haste the shit out of this thing. Let's go! Let's go! Solitude. What is this? Black and blue mana. Cycle Triumph. That's not good enough at all. I still don't get the flavor in bidding reunion granting haste. Okay, what about the rummage part? That part makes sense, right, Mord? I mean, also it being an enchantment. Clearly, all these things are 100% flavor locked. You can justify. I can't justify any of it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So here we go. Dwarf, haste, swing and kill. I mean, I've got double bolt too, so we're playing through multiple counter spells. I don't know, Mord. I don't get the flavor on any of it, so someone has to judge the flavor, not me. Ain't gonna be me, dog. Let's go combat. As we've seen from Cathartic Reunion, reunions involve discarding cards in order to draw more. Why? Thanks for the follow. Funeral 1403. I also missed Young Frugal and Mech a couple hours ago, as well as Wonder Zero. Where's Emma when we need her? That's the question we all need an answer for. Oh, Bitter Reunion to haste here didn't actually end up mattering, but whatever. All right, so control looks like a cakewalk. It looks like they're on Leyline binding. Don't need explore. Probably can cut down a Titan. I don't know. I've met a good number of English people, Shauna, and I have to say they're all the hottest. Every one of their accents is the best. Let's keep the Titans because getting them exiled sucks. Got a bolt. I don't need these, don't need these, don't need these. Hidetsugu would be fine, but okay, let's go. All right. No, you're not the only one, Mord. I mean, it could also be the fact that you're Latin. Like, is there a particular accent speaking Spanish that's the most attractive? Well, also Frogomid, I'm never gonna get that right. Frogomid, it's also one of those things of like you know more English accents than most people, like most non-English people. I know them too. I've met a lot of people with very ugly English accents. So, like I get what you're saying. It's just like the rest of the world is like selective. It's like there's also some people who are like accent X is very unattractive, and it's like okay, but what about if they're from this region? And it's like oh, that's not so bad. It's like yeah, well, make fun of each other's Spanish accents. Oh, I know. Working on cruise ships. All I know, not all I know, but one of the things I know for sure is that Dominican Spanish is barely Spanish according to the other Spanish speakers. So we'll just port them this turn and then play Bitter Reunion with Veil back up next turn. I was instructed never to learn Spanish from someone from the Dominican Republic. Okay. Crypt. Check it. Play Bitter Reunion. I wonder why that is, Shauna, because the country is freaking enormous. That doesn't really make any sense to me. Do you think it's worth having your deck split between Titan and Archon? Not so far. Not so far. It has not it has not seemed like this is a particularly viable strategy so far. No, Argentinians speak Italian. Doi. Double Veil? Oh my god. All right. Titan. They could have Hallowed Moonlight here. That blocks us. But we don't get terribly blown out by it. Yeah. Dress Down. That's a good one. Okay. Try to solitude it, he screams. Okay, we'll keep Veil up because if they Teferi, we get to block that. If they Verdict, we can cycle a Veil. Here's a judge question I actually did ask a judge recently, and I had to look it up. If I have a Kalitas in play and Lava Coil my opponent's 2/2, do I get a zombie? So your opponent has 2 replacement effects being applied to their creature. They choose which one applies first. So theoretically, they choose the Lava Coil, and then Kalitas can't apply to it. Yeah, Mord knows the answer too. Oh. All right, that's fine. Yay, replacement effects. Lava Coil is a self-replacement effect. No, it's not. That's not what a self-replacement effect is. Self-replacement effects are a replacement effect on the card for itself. Which it's not on the card. Okay. So I guess lead on Reunion. I broke my brain trying to understand why Cage stops Cord into Grist and Hallowed Moonlight doesn't. Yeah, that's a wild one. That's a huge pickup. Moonlight doesn't stop Cord into Grist because there's two... I'm pretty sure it doesn't stop Grist. Because there's... The Grist is not a creature until it's in play. So you can't block it from entering the battlefield until you know it's a creature, which you don't know until it's in play. Okay. So let's let this resolve. Bit error music. It's also possible, and I don't know what the rules on this are on Magic Online, but sometimes what it does is it goes, it knows which one is beneficial for you and just chooses that one for you. I don't know if this is one of those situations, but I have seen multiple times where multiple replacement effects are supposed to be applying to something, and it just doesn't ask. It just does it right for you. Chris uses the information on the card to look ahead. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get Valakut and a mountain. And then from now on, each mountain does 6. Seems that when... Oh, yeah. It sees that in the future, this is going to be a... not a creature. Yeah, it's creature card in the library. Okay. So that's just dead. I don't know how blue-white control is going to beat this. I'm going to draw card gate 6. Yeah, exactly. It only cost them a net of 3. Turtle Power's got the correct mistaken formatting. Fable. Haste my creatures. Gambit. Nah. Boop. And now we get to post-combat creativity. Nice. Unless they have Solitude, in which case I get 2 cards out of their hand, so that seems worth. Well, creativity of the dwarf. I think this is worth it. If they have a Hallowed Moonlight, they can't play it right now. Yeah, then another Solitude. That's fine. It's also a scenario with, I believe, Skyglaive Apparition and cards with the processor keyword. That was a debate for a while. Oh, yeah, the thing about Humility versus Magus is it's the same thing as Dress Down versus Dryad. It's exactly the same thing. It's just layers. It's just a layers interaction people aren't used to. Okay, so let's discard Veil and this fetch land that I don't need right now. We're likely drawing more lands. And we did. Play Bitter Union. Discard fetch land. Another Fable. Yeah, layers are very easy if you're taught them the right way, and most judges are. Not all, though. So I've got to save at least one reunion for next turn. Anytime, Titan o'clock. At one of the face-to-face opens, a friend who hadn't played in a while had an opponent mutate Gem Razor and say, "What the fuck is mutate?" The judge call took almost 20 minutes. Yeah, that reminds me of the other legendary judge call bits. Judge, what the hell is banding? It's like the jazz thing, Gabby. Hey, what is swing? Listen, either you know or you don't know. I mean, I can't tell you what swing is, you know? It's not how any of this works. Hard gas Shark Typhoon. Okay. Opponent's a gamer. What's Mojo? Explain Mojo. I guess I'm not cycling anything off this Fable. I guess I should discard the Bolt and the Fable, because I probably want to just find lands. Yeah. Discard everything? Well, I keep one, so I guess I discard the Veil. And keep the Bolt. That's very lethal. Okay, 2 mana open. If it's counterspell... So I just need to leave up enough mana to play Titan post-combat. If they counter, we persist. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. You're smarter than me. And still can haste. Gross. Attack first, they'll make a 6/6 shark. If they have Leyline binding, they lose. I don't understand. The Titan entering the battlefield would kill them. In haste and copy? I don't have enough mana. Oh, I do have enough mana. That's crazy. Yeah, they're super duper ultra dead. I mean, I just get Valakut in a mountain right now, right? They're dead already. Hey, opponent, you're already dead. Could have gone for more damage here, but that feels like BM. It's already a brutal matchup. I don't need to kill them more. All right, so this version's definitely very good against blue-white. Okay, player A fetch shocks, but does not announce their life total change. Player B marks life total incorrectly, like player A only fetched. We're now several game actions later, and neither player remembers what life total should be correct. How is this addressed fixed? Basically, you try to just work your way through all the life losses, Titan o'clock, and reconstruct what the life total should be. And you do that the best you can. That's it. That's the answer. Jazz be easy to describe. What it is, mama? Right on. It's the watermelon. It's the watermelon that makes you... This is slightly more... Yeah, that, it's not quite a jive translation to my mind, but it's all right. I'll take it in good fun, but Yeah, it seems a little just a scotch racist rather than jive talky, but yeah, Mort, it's just like if you're like 7 turns in, it's tough to reconstruct sometimes. All right, I keep this in the dark on the draw. It's not great, but it's got a lot of potential. Have you seen the new Transformers trailer? No, but I'm also like 4 Transformer movies behind. I think I saw the second one, the second Michael Bay one. It just the first one and the second one were just not for me. Have you seen the new Mario trailer? I did. It looks the whole movie looks just awful in my opinion. It looks the whole Mario movie looks like it's better than the previous one, but it's I don't know. Peach seems like a badass. I'm pretty happy about that part. Scales, okay. Oh, the previous one was god awful. It's live action and it's nonsense. But and like who did they cast as Luigi? It's someone similarly just not anything. I, it just feels like they're not even trying. Like if it Charlie Day. I don't know who that is off the top of my head, but the Jack Black playing Bowser, he's killing it. And it's actually not easy to tell that it's Jack Black. But like why doesn't Toad sound like Toad? Like I'm just so confused. Like these characters all have well-defined voices and like Jack Black's kind of killing it in terms of yeah, he's not Bowser, but like the attitude is really fun and awesome. But but all the other characters, I mean, whoever's playing Peach is great. Yeah, I don't understand Fort Delta Victor. It's a meat in the seed thing. That's what it is. At the end of the day, that's what they care about. They just want people who are going to get the people into the theater. Okay, so next turn I can persist a Titan, so that's gonna have to be good enough. I feel like Nintendo normally cares more. Yeah, but Nintendo doesn't know how to make this kind of movie, right? Like at all. They don't even know how to make this kind of like it's got to be modern and pithy and with it and snarky like because it's Illumination, right? They're the people who did Despicable Me and stuff, right? Nintendo and Illumination. So like I just feel like they missed the mark in so many different ways, but I just block here, right? What is this? What what is this? Mm. They have lethal? I really don't think that they do. I don't know how, but they do. Yeah, I know. Scales is always like that. Yeah, it's I don't know. It'll be interesting. Planning on pinging it down? I don't that none of that works. All right. So creativity X2 here. And then persist next turn. They could have a dismember in hand, but that only blocks half of this. Anyway, the new Mario trailer fully informed me of how medium it seems like it's going to be. I remember when people bullied them about Sonic, but that's because the way they originally designed the Sonic for the Sonic movie was garbage. And I'm really glad they fixed it. I think that was actually a very successful lobbying of like public sentiment in that it was going to be awful. It looked like garbage and they fixed it. Okay, so shoot hanger back and shoot them 3 times. Yeah, where are the Archons? We always find Titans. It may be a medium, but it'll be a top 3 grossing film of next year, if not number 1. Yeah, that's fine. It's just like Detective Pikachu was great, right? In my opinion, at least. I thought Detective Pikachu was really good. And this is just not going to be any of that. It's going to be absolutely garbage. But it will at least be better than the old Mario movie, and that's... Does it look like the Emoji movie with Mario? Probably. Or like the Angry Birds movie? I like the 2 Sonic movies. And they got Simian Simulacrum. Yeah, that's nowhere near good enough here. Okay, so we got the Hidetsugu Consumes All and the Brotherhood End. Leyline. Force. And Boseiju and Tear Asunder. Good lord. Probably Bolts out. Explores out. Knives out. Hold on, that's a different thing. I think this is where I want to be. Are Mishra and Urza actual brothers? Yes. Urza's the older brother. I'll keep this. Yeah, I'm with you, Vija. I just wish that they had, like, tagged in the voice actors. That's all. That's it. That's my full statement on the thing is I wish that they had tagged in the voice actors. Getting a different voice actor for Bowser, sure, that makes sense. Getting a different voice actor for Peach, I guess that makes sense. And then once you're at that point, you might as well get different voice actors for everyone. But, like, I don't know. Freak, do I know what Knives Out is? Because I feel like I don't know what Knives Out is. I know I'm supposed to. I've heard it mentioned enough times. I should know what Knives Out is, but I definitely don't. Okay, opponent misses their land drop. It's a movie. It was really good. Who made it? Is the director of Star Wars 9, right? That made it? Is it detective murder mystery? I really need to see that then. Sounds right up my alley. Ryan Johnson. Okay. Star Wars 8. Okay. Knives Out is a detective movie that was basically Clue. Ooh. So, as someone who only saw Clue last year, I had no idea that the ending thing, that was a real... They sent different cuts of Clue to different movie theaters based on region so that the ending was different depending on where you saw it, and I had no idea. That is one of the coolest things I've heard in, like, modern cinema, I'm going to call it. It's really surprising to me for whatever reason. Okay, I'll definitely watch Knives Out at some point soon. Maybe tomorrow night. Yeah, Clue is great. I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Okay, definitely gonna watch Knives Out. Seems like a lot of people big fans. Okay, need the second green for Force of Vigor. We've got creativity here, so if we hit an Archon, we're in good shape. Is creativity in the B at any point a good play? Yeah, very much so. I don't know how scales work other than math. It's just math. It's math all the way down. Yeah, you can kill my Wrenn and Six. That's fine. B's and math. You need a channel point redemption for movie reviews. Maybe, Freak. Maybe. So we're pretty sure we creativity X2 here. Just probably just wins the game. Bees, math, and broccoli. That's quite the... We did not even know what we were going to get. Let's see if we can find out. Archon and Titan. Okay, so we're going to kill the shit out of them. All right, up to 2-2. And like in the matches we lost, there were some close ones. So this deck might be better than it seemed. All right, how does it work, Freak? Do I just like snap off a review, or do I have to go watch a movie? Because I guess it's like 100K. It would be 100K to get me like go watch a movie. That's like multiple hours of my time. And I put a hard limit on no movies over 2.5 hours long unless you can provide evidence that you're not trolling. Can I keep this hand? No, this doesn't have a plan. Can I keep this hand? No, this doesn't have a plan. 30-second review whether you've seen it or not? No. I don't want to do that. Full pop-off review. Well, that would be a lot less. All right, so Persist and Bolt. Yeah, we're just here flying by the seat of our pants. And just trying to creativity on turn 3. I like this hand. Full pop-off reviews doesn't matter if you've seen it before. Well, that would be less than 100,000. That could be like 20 or 40. You want stream giving you homework, though? I mean, I really honestly wouldn't mind. Like, if I'm doing it for Delta Victor. Thanks for the resub there. It needs to be Mystery Science Theater, but with Zach. MSTZK. Huh? Mystery Science Theater, Zach 1000. I feel like Freak and I could co-stream something like that. So let's just play Bloodstained Mire here and pass. So it looks like a creativity mirror match. I don't feel like jamming into Bolt or Pierce there. Looks like they might have Prismari Command. No, I mean, I know that I know you were kind of kidding, Freak, but I also, it's like, it is entertaining. Like, I know it's entertaining for me to like just go off on a wild rant about stuff. So if I creativity here and it gets blocked and they arc on me, then I have no cards in hand and we lose. Creativity gets blocked. They Archon. No, I discard Creativity. I have Titan in hand. As we see. I mean, in a general sense, Mike, I like musicals. Not all of them, but like, oh, okay. I do not understand how that just happened. I still got a land drop for this turn. I could go Valakut, Valakut. Oh, I need a Stomping Ground. Oh, I have a Stomping Ground. They probably have a Creativity back for Archon. Yeah, but then, so if I get Valakut, Valakut this turn, then next turn I go Stomping Ground into Valakut Mountain, triple trigger, kill their thing, shoot them for 3. And then my lands, like drawing any more lands just like kills them real quick. I think we go Valakut, Valakut here. It's probably fine. I kind of want to get a Stomping Ground, though, in case somehow my hand gets slammed. Dwarven Mine? Dwarven Mine doesn't give me a dwarf because it's entering the battlefield tapped. So Dwarven Mine has a tricky little line of text that prevents it from creating a dwarf if it enters tapped. Let's just get 2 Valakuts. I don't think I'm getting hit. I don't think I'm getting 2 lands hit out of my hand. Fetch land to Creativity again next turn is another option that I didn't take. What the oh, they have double Persist? No. That's possible. Not likely. All the commands are doing that in Graveyard right now for Delta Victor. Okay, this is okay. So we go Valakut and a mountain. Three triggers. Deck needs a Colony Garden, I guess. But I don't really want to play a 27th land, and still scared. I mean, we could definitely lose from here fairly easily. Okay, this looks like Prismari Command desperately digging for Persist. Got him. Oh, they skipped up the match. All right. So yeah, this was not as bad as it seemed. The Creativity Titan decks always kind of have that feeling to me where it's like very linear. You're not making a lot of decisions, and then you like oops, kind of win the game. I think I actually enjoyed this more than a lot of the Creativity Titan decks. I had a bolt for your... Oh, you're Hotashi! Holy good goddamn. I didn't recognize the Magic Online name. I had a bolt for your first creativity and I thought you were doing an Archon. My brain was too massive. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and you played Prismari Command. You could have gone Shock, make a treasure, right? So it was... Yeah, it's okay. People make goofy decisions all the time. I had my opponent Veil me. You wanted to discard your Archon. That makes sense. I had my opponent Veil me when I was putting in Iona and Sundering Titan. And they were like, oh, I had a counterspell. Should I have countered your creativity? And I was like, yes. Yes, you should have countered my creativity instead of playing Veil. 100%. Anyway, this was a little bit better than I thought it would be, which I guess is something nice. Might actually be better than the Titan creativity decks. And the split of Titan and Archon, it's like sometimes there's a tension, but oftentimes it ended up working out. Anywho, if you're in the future watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my